The advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, here is Greer. He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down, it's Greer. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Greer looks to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, now Greer, he fumbled the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
80 weapon. Hey. Hard. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Herbert going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Greer, it's a sneak. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hustle, hustle. Let's go.
Here's Carson. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Greer sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
Bravo! Ready!
From the gun on third down, Greer. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Herbert rolling to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Smith.
To throw on third down. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 6. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Herbert. Now he steps away. And that is incomplete.
Herbert on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Trot down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Look at me, zipper!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, lock it. Leo, now. 25. Go.
Here's Greer now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Greer operating from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On the delay, here's Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready, break. Go on, go on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile,